Hello and welcome everybody. In this video we will show you the shocking truth on how to become rich fast. Most of the people, if not all of us, want to live in a financial comfort and stability. We want to be rich, to be able to buy anything we want, and to have access to a premium lifestyle. While the end goal is clear, it's hard to know where to begin your journey to being wealthy. If that's your case, then this video is for you. Keep watching the whole video and don't skip any of these important parts. Before we get started, don't forget to subscribe to our channel to receive all our news. 1. Invest in yourself. Make it your goal to do one thing better than anyone. Work on it, train it, learn it, practice, evaluate and refine it. You may find most sport players or entertainers are millionaires, and that is because they are utilizing their skill fully. If there is something you are good at, it is likely you can reap considerable rewards out of it. It is the same concept of being the top of a particular field. When you are at the best at something, you find that opportunities come to you. To become an expert of something, it is crucial to never stop improving. Successful people invest time, energy, and money in improving themselves, and it might just be the most rewarding investment you can ever make. To get started, figure out what skill you want to cultivate. Make a list of the world's 10 best people at that one thing, and use this list to define criteria and track your own progress toward becoming the best. If you are a YouTuber, for example, you might consult the top 10 YouTubers in the world, then learn more about these YouTubers, what they did to be successful, and watch some of their videos. Invest the time and energy in improving your own craft by looking at successful past models. 2. Start a business. This is much easier said than done. If you have a knack for business or want to be your own boss, this can be a great step to making some money. However, as many entrepreneurs will tell you, creating your own business requires massive upfront costs and low revenue in the beginning. Being an entrepreneur is not a quick way to get rich. It is a massive change in lifestyle. It has its unique trials and rewards, and in many cases is totally worth it. However, this is not a choice to be taken lightly. It requires commitment, grit, and some luck to be successful. While it may take some time, it can certainly help you get wealthy. 3. Create a plan and follow it. The likelihood of suddenly stumbling upon unlimited riches is extremely low. While it may seem that a lot of successful stories you hear are luck-based, this is actually not true. There is probably some chance and luck involved, but most rich people become rich through meticulous planning and discipline. This includes things like budget and timelines, as well as a plan of what to do at every step of the way to success. It is important not to get complacent and do your best to keep going, and having a plan helps without wasting a necessary amount of time. Creating a budget and following it is only one part of this process. 4. Develop patience. Another important personality trait to being successful and rich is patience. Nothing big is accomplished overnight and will not get rich in a matter of days. All the efforts you put toward accumulating wealth could take months or even years to pay off. It's easy to get frustrated early on, especially when it seems like there is a new wealthy person in the news every other day. However, realizing that your pace of success does not have to compete with theirs is crucial. In the long run, patience can be extremely rewarding. This does not mean that you should get complacent or wait things instead of taking risks. Success can take some time, is detrimental to your effort. Some people are reluctant to make a wealth building plan because they don't want to wait 10 years to be rich. They would rather enjoy their money now. The folly with this type of thinking is that most of us are going to be alive in 10 years. The question is whether or not you will be better off 10 years from now than you are today. Where you are right now is the sum total of the decision you have made in the past. Why not apply that mindset to decisions you can take now to yourself up for success in the future? Your life reflects how you can spend your time and money. 5. Control your cash flow. In other words, spend less, way less than you earn. You have to manage lifestyle creep and make sure to always keep a gap between how much you earn and how much you spend. Like I said, this is basic stuff. Wealthy people aren't the ones who are blowing all their cash on whatever they want to buy. By the way, this is what separates people who are truly rich and wealthy from those who only look like it. If all the money flows right back out of the door because you spend it on houses, cars, vacations, shopping, and big nights out, but your bank and investment account are empty, you are just talking the talk. The people who turn their income into appreciating assets that constantly grow in value, however, are actually walking the walk and building true freedom into their lives. Wealthy people know how to manage their expenses well. They keep that gap between money earned and money spent as large as possible, meaning what they earn always amounts to far more than what they spend. You don't have to be super frugal or majorly to achieve this. Remember, this is all relative. If you earn $100,000 a year, spending $50,000 a year isn't unreasonable. In fact, it's only half your income. But if you earn $300,000 per year and you spend $275,000 of it, that's almost 92% of your income that goes right back out the door, leaving you with very little to use in achieving the goal of becoming truly rich. You need to manage your expenses, but don't make that your exclusive focus. Self-made millionaires didn't grow wealth by sitting around clipping coupons and hoping that would be enough. They considered the other side of the equation too, which is earning more money. Increasing your income is a huge part of learning how to become rich or wealthy. When you earn more, you have more resources available to deploy and your ability to grow wealth compounds. 6. Educate yourself. It is key to try and educate yourself not only in your chosen field but also in the ways of the world. Keeping up with the news, for example, is extremely important if you want to make a decision about investing or finding out about upcoming trends. Ignorance is the prime killer of any effort to make money. This means you have to constantly educate yourself. You cannot let major events or trends slide because in each of them there is a threat or opportunity for you. Staying aware and educating yourself about current events is essential. 7. Don't just save, invest in various ways. Saving alone is not sufficient because your money isn't being used to be purchased something, an asset, equity, securities, etc. They may appreciate in value over time, while also providing a return on your initial contribution. If you only save, your money will lose purchasing power over time thanks to inflation. When you invest, you take on more risk, but you also open yourself up to greater potential rewards. The core principle behind investing is that you end up making more money than you spend. However, it is important to choose your investment wisely. There are plenty of places for you to seek your money into, but figuring out which one of these will result in you profiting is difficult. People who are wealthy invest in a number of ways. Depending on their strategy for growing that wealth, they can invest in real estate, which is sometimes a good investment, but it is expensive. Investing in the stock market does not have to be expensive, but it can be risky and unstable. Also, you can invest in businesses. An entrepreneur starts their own business, or an investor buying into someone else's business. 8. Invest your time. You might like having free time, so you give yourself a few hours a day to do nothing. But if you were to invest those few hours into getting rich, you could work toward having 20 years of free time, 24 hours a day. What can you give up now in exchange for being rich later? Investment advisor Dave Ramsey likes to tell his radio audience, live like no one else today so that you can live like no one else tomorrow. 9. With each dollar you save, you are buying yourself freedom. Money can work for you, and the more of it you employ, the faster and larger it can grow. Along with more money comes more freedom. The freedom to stay home with your kids, to retire and travel around the world, to quit your job. If you have any source of income, you can start building wealth today. It may only be $5 or $10 at a time, but each of those investments is a stone in the foundation of your financial freedom. Once financially independent, you are no longer tied to a job or employer. You are free to do what you want because you are creating your own income. 10. Don't spend money on stupid stuff. It's hard enough making a living, but it's hard and painful when you things you spend your hard-earned cash on are financial black holes. Evaluate the things you spend money on, try to figure out whether they are truly worth it.
Don't forget to subscribe to our channel to receive all our news.
If you learned something new today, then give the video a like and tell us in comments which step you like it more. And here's some others great videos I think you will enjoy. Just click on the left or on the right.